Mai, what are you doing here? Did she make you come? It's not like that, Takashi. It's my idea. I asked her to come talk with you, but you sent her away. This one almost got you killed. Expect me to cooperate with her? Surely if you need to talk to me, you could have come by yourself. My sister doesn't need to be involved. No, if I came alone, you'd evade all questions like you always do. Besides, there's something I need you to see. See what? What are you talking about? Where did you get that? Put it away. So you do know what it is. I knew you were hiding something from me. That's not true. I wasn't hiding it. It's not something you needed to know. Besides, why is she carrying it in the first place? Wait, don't change the subject. This isn't about Ito. Mai, I understand you're upset with me, but we should talk about this another time. Furthermore, the mask has nothing to do with you. You're wrong. Back in April, when Mai was held at knife point by another girl, it was the mask that she was after. A mask your family connected to. Looking for? I suppose I've been a fool to think I could keep the truth that our family passed away from you. The past? What does that have to do with Mom and Dad? Yes, and so much more. I first saw the mask when I was a child before you were born. The truth that it belongs to a cult called the Kamikai? Of which our parents were members. A cult? You're kidding. How'd your parents get mixed up in that? I know how it sounds. I find it hard to believe myself. It is. Well, and nobody. They were a group led by a guru named Tokimasa, who promised a simpler life away from the hypocrisy and the falsehoods of city life. Our parents both had master's degrees, and my mom was on her way to earning her PhD. They chose to give up their lives and their careers to follow some mystic and life on a compound instead. The Kamikai were the only ones made such groups back then. I was a child, I didn't understand. But thinking about how our parents were deceived, how they put me and Mai through, it's unforgivable. The mask was on the compound, but for what purpose, what they believed it could do, I didn't know. Don't you think that any members of the Kamikai left who'd know? No, you see, there were no surviving members. They died, all of them, including our parents. I'm sorry, I don't remember about much. One night my grandma came to the room where we were sleeping, and she's saying we had to go. The compound was in the woods, so it was dark and I could barely see, but she kept charging forward in mine, her arms, and me dragging behind. Oops, I didn't read that part. The government censored much of what happened, and I was able to learn how they died. Ah, fuck! If it weren't for her, we'd probably be dead with our parents by ignoring it. I couldn't erase the anger I felt towards them. I wonder if they ever cared what might happen to us. As a high schooler, I spent most of my time trying to find out about the Kamikai than I did studying. I thought that I could understand why my parents were so willingly gave up their lives and abandoned us. I'd stopped feeling so betrayed. But I was wrong. Nothing I found gave me peace. Mom and Dad died as part of some cult. I don't believe it. It's true. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I guess that hiding from you was able to hide away from my feelings as well. I think for Grandma, it was too painful to talk about. I believe she took possession of the shrine in order to live a simpler life. We had to keep a secret, but there was no way we could live a normal life with the stigma and Kamikai attached to us. I suppose keeping the secret hurt us both dearly. For me, pursuing Kendo gave me some measured control over my own life. But Grandma, who made a choice to leave her only daughter behind, she always seemed to carry the guilt with her. She started going out at night, babbling about how she was looking for Mom. When she'd come home, she would have run stink on her clothes. I was too scared to confront her, so I tipped off the police. They found her wandering in the sewer holding nothing but the mask. They say the same one from the cult compound, all those years before the one you hold now. I was shocked when they gave it to me. I hadn't seen it for so long, and all the unpleasant memories from my past came flooding back. That was when I decided to leave Kamakura, and it was the only way I could move on with my life. That doesn't account for how the mask ended up with Grandma in the first place. I don't know how she got it. It seemingly appeared out of thin air, or maybe someone gave it to her. She never said. I left the mask with her. It always made me uneasy, and I had a strange aura around it. Wait, Grandma was looking for Mom in the sewer? I don't remember any of this. Shit, so that sewer is probably connected to everything, because it has that shrine. Fuck. You were in the dorms at your school at that time. Grandma's strange behavior was part of why I insisted you going to those private schools away from Kamakura. I couldn't drag into the madness of our past. We parted ways without ever speaking of it, and she was much better by the time you returned to Kamakura. Detective, what exactly is it that you're looking for? Surely our family's history isn't of use to you. I seem to heard about what happened to my partner. This mask that was there again when he died. It's more of an ornament. It's more of an ornament. I need to know where it came from. If that's true, then I want to help. Your partner, he seemed like a nice person. No, Mai, you've helped plenty, but I have to do this on my own. Ito's right. I apologize for not telling you sooner, but you can't be involved in something so dangerous. I already thought I lost you that day at the shrine. I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you now. Alright, thank you for finally telling me the truth, Takashi. I heard, I'll head back for now. I hope you remember that I'm your sister. I may not remember the same things you do, but we're still family. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for your help, Mai. You're right, Mai. I'll come visit soon. Looks like she's gone. Mai's not here, so there's no need for you to be coy. No doubt taking possession of that mask has taken its toll on you. Even at the brief time I lost contact with it, I felt an immense darkness behind it. I had such strange dreams and saw things I never would have dreamed of on my own. There was always an unusual air about it that I couldn't stand to be around. Maybe lying to Mai again makes me hypocrite. All I know is I don't want her getting hurt. But like you said, I don't believe the mask is simply wood and paint, though I doubt anyone else would believe us. No one ever did, except for one man. On this street there is an old tea shop. Oh shit, that tea shop earlier. Tea shop you saw, and on the way in, an old historian named Yash. I can say her name. Is there occasionally? He was the only one who ever acknowledged what he said about the mask's truth. If you're looking for information on the mask, he may be the best person to ask. I never pursued the topic with him, but I speak with him occasionally on other topics. His mind is in a vault of vulnerable information. Hopefully, you can shed some light on what it really is. Cool. Hope so, but please, detective, be careful. All right, here we go. Down to the tea shop. Okay. Alright, tea shop. Welcome, come in. Do sit down. No need to be for so long and stand there like a statue. How can I help you? Takashi told me to speak with you. Oh, and how is Mr. Kawana still prickly as ever, I suppose? I've always found him to be wise beyond his years, though perhaps not by choice. I digress. My apologies. It's quite quirks that come with old age, you know. What does Mr. Kawana think I can help you with? I'm looking into a few things related to the Kamenkai, the group his family got mixed up in. More difficult answer than you might expect. You see, there are two groups that share that name. The first, as you know, the religious group formed by the Guru, Tokimasa. The second is ancient order over 1,000 years old. What's that you're holding? I was told it's related to the Kamenkai, or the newer one, that you could tell me about. That explains many things, child. The far-off look in your eyes, for one. I imagine how many... I hate this fucking mask right there. How many questions. Masks are interesting, are they not? They are meant to be disguised, and yet a mask cannot lie or contort itself to hide the truth. In a sense, it is the mask that is more truthful than the human's face we can hide underneath them. I wonder how you came into be a possession of the object in such a dark history. I think it might be related to the missing person, but I don't know anything about him beyond that. But that itself is the essence of history. Layers upon layers of personal connections that are continuously peeled back in their roots. Relics like that one you hold, often take unusual routes where they end up. Relics, if it's more from the Kamenkai cult from the 90s, then I'd hardly call it a relic. Misguided and deceptive as he was, Takemasa was no fool. In order to gain followers, he needed to give his cult historical legitimacy. He collected obscure objects and gave them new meanings, and he could control in order to manipulate his followers. The mask was what he chose, along the name of the group that created it. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I guess so. Only if it was hoping he could tell me other than things about it. For instance, like why. Now that I'm about to say it out loud, it sounds silly. I'm sorry to bother you. Don't be silly. You wonder, for example, why holding the mask seems to take you into another place, or perhaps why you can see visions that don't seem real, why you feel a strong will exerting itself on you. Oh yes, I know about those things. How can you know about that? Well, Takemasa was in possession of it. He believed this somehow showed him a path to the realm of the gods. He wrote extensively on the subject. Though, unlike most, I don't discount such Phenomena. As raving as a madman with a phenomena repeating itself. Do you two look into the inky blackness and see familiar shapes in the shadows? Not shadows. I see and hear people who are supposed to be dead. I find things I couldn't possibly have otherwise. Most interesting. Tell me, detective. Oh, apologies. Do you mind if I call you that? I don't remember telling you I was a detective. Ha! My mistake. You must forgive me. I slip of the tongue. I don't like this guy. I believe it was the way you carried yourself. Determined investigators such as yourself have such a sense of purpose and the matters we see. And you do seem rather determined to get to the bottom of whatever this is you're chasing. Tell me, does me telling you that your experience or not an illusion provide you on any level of this? Whatever. Let's see. I'm not sure, but I do feel something. Maybe hope. It's not like I finally got a foothold of some solid ground. Yes. Knowledge is a light in a dark place, is it not? I think the relic is of such importance would end up with a detective. Do you mind if I ask you something? Which do you believe are our lives controlled by fate, premeasured threads that determine our deeds, or our wishes ends the minute when we come into existence, or conversely, in our thread subject to the chaos and hurt of our universe instead? Does it change according to our deeds and that which happens to us seemingly by accident? Do you believe it is fate or chance that decides which thread of life are cut short or which are followed? Fate. Yes, of course. Maybe you feel your life has been somewhat out of control as of late. Control, huh? To be honest, I don't feel like I've had much of that since the mask came to me. You said that the mask was made by old Kamenkai. Why? Kamenkai. Why confusing me? Why? Confusing me can't be the purpose that it was made for. Ah, yes, a more complicated answer than you might have wished for. Indeed, it should come to as to no surprise that the creation of such a mysterious object is equally whatever. Perhaps you could do me a favor. Don't worry, it is relation in this very topic. An important book has gone missing from my shop. If you could retrieve it for me, I feel like it could shine a great deal of light on the subject. What kind of book? A book of a missing variety. Haha. I'm sorry. I jest. It concerns the mask bearer. Mask bearer? Huh? That's it? That's me, right? Although you carry it, that doesn't make you its bearer. All will become clear when the book is returned to me. Sounds easy enough. Where can I start looking? Oh, you needn't go far. The man who has it was right outside this building. In fact, as I said, it's not much of an errand, but of course I cannot leave my shop. He's right outside? That won't take long. I'll be right back. I don't like that. This dude? The old tea shop next door, isn't that place closed down? Well, that can't be right. What else do you know about it? Pure conjecture on this one, but I think it might be owned by the kendo instructor from the dojo down the street on account of him being the only one I ever seen there. You might not believe me, but I swear I saw him in there chatting away to himself. Possibly he's a little nuts. Then again, it might be some super awesome kendo meditation technique. Aw man, why didn't I think of that before? Next time I ought to ask him about the pointers instead of spying on me, hey? Word through the grapevine is that he's a regional champion or something. He's trained some the best. Lots of cops train with him too, so he's so good. So he must be good. Maybe he's not so crazy after all. Speaking of which, I have a bit of a crazy question. I know you said it was closed down, but how do you know anything about the book taken from there? Maybe recently. I was led to believe you would. Oh geez, go on. Like I said, the place was empty for years, but you know, I spent a lot of time outside and half the time doors wide open. So one day, a few months ago, I decided to take a look around. Nothing suspicious. I was curious at all. Curiosity killed the cat, right? Anyway, it was all dusty and old, and there was some sort of weird stuff laying around. So I might have taken a little souvenir. I mean, it wasn't a Super Bowl or nothing, so I figured no one would miss it. Besides, it wasn't for me. It was for my kid brother. That guy can get deep into the dumpster sometimes, so I try to be on my standby for whenever that happens, you know. So I figured a little gift would cheer him up. And back then he was going through some peculiar tough times. His bitch wife, pardon my language, miss, had left him and taken their kid's daughter with him. Oh, let's see. He still doesn't talk about it like he's in denial or something. Whoops, got off track there again. I was heading to visit him with the ill-gotten book, and I got this phone call saying he was in the hospital. He OD'd on expensive sake and sleeping pills. Thank God the idiot decided to do it at the bar he owns, with the door unlocked. Aww, that's my dude. A customer came and called an ambulance. If it weren't for that, I'm not sure if he'd still be here. That's quite a story. It sounds like he wanted to be found. Yeah, I think so too. I think he was trying to ask for help in his own way. In any case, I took the book to him while he was in the hospital. Try to show him that even though he was still in his lowest, there was somehow out there, whatever, trying to do something nice for him. You know, I think it helped for me anyhow. As soon as the doctors let him leave, he went right back to that toxic little bar. Oh, he's okay. He got issues, but he's my little brother, and I worry about him. He's not been answering his phone calls lately. Originally, my brother's bitch ex-wife, sorry again, but the brilliant idea to put his skill to work at a cheap part of town. Despite that, he's holding onto it with everything he's got. The place is slowly bankrupting him, but he won't let it go. All he has to do is sign some papers and move on, but he can't. Something about it has claws sinking deep into him. I've been trying to get him to join me in my business for years. He's a great chef, and we could be making a killing. Maybe it's not the same as owning the whole bar, but serving passersby and getting some sunshine is good for the soul. Plus, food stands are doing really well abroad out here. Whoops, Shinjuku? Yeah, I'm in a slimy little side street. Anyway, if the book is important to you, he probably still got it at his place. You want the address? Wait, I know you look familiar. Your brother's Daiso, right? You know him? Small world. Well, it's probably the smile on my face that threw you off. Tell him brother's Haruto says hi. Haruto. I don't know. Let's see. While you're at it, tell him that takoyaki stands are still in the future cuisine and get his butt over here. Haha. I'll do that. Thanks for your help. Okay. Leave. Can I go back to the apartment? No. Shinjuku. Okay. There you go. Hi Yami, how can I help you today? Hey Daiso, how are things? Oh heh, you know, same old same old. Finally, I met your brother while I was at Asakusa today. Haruto? You met Haruto? What are the chances? Who knows, maybe it was preordained. Huh. Who'd have thought? So is he still selling takoyaki at the stand? Did he say anything? He is. He said to remind you that takoyaki stands are the future cuisine and that you should go and help him. Haha, yeah, you talked to Haruto, alright. Always optimist, that guy. I actually have a favor to ask you. Do you still have the book your brother gave you a few months ago? Heh, the only thing that guy gives me is a headache. Not sure if I can help you, Yami. He said he gave it to you when you're in the hospital. Oh, what makes you think I was in the hospital? I don't even go to the hospital for checkups. Haha. Besides, the adult's bringing me stuff all the time, always trying to drag me kicking and screaming where the grass is greener. It's been a bit more recently. After a rough patch. Maybe it was so stupid to come and ask. Oh, no, it's fine. That idiot's always running his mouth. Friggin' traitor. Heh. Those were just some, hard times. Nothing serious. I just drank too much is all. I'm sorry, detective, but I don't think I can talk about it. Alright, understood. I'm not here to dig up bad memories, Daiso. Thanks, you say you're looking for a book, right? Truth is, I don't remember a book. I do remember Haruto giving me an old magazine, though, back in the hospital. It was one with the one that you used to read when I was younger, when things weren't quite so complicated. Wait there a second. I may have been in a storm still. Dang it! Sorry, Yami. Hold on a sec. Amazing how much junk comes accumulating over the years. Maybe I should throw some of this old stuff away. Here it is. Oh shit! It's yours, detective. Huh? Heh. No wonder I recognize that photo you brought by. It's the same girl, an idol named Ruby. Reina? No, Ruby. See? It says right there on the cover. I can't read Japanese. Let's see. Pretty crazy that it's still in my shop. Guess it means you're still looking for her. I wonder why I keep running into each other. Must be fate. I don't buy it. You're a hell of a detective. You must be pretty sharp-nosed. Ha, if you say so, Daiso. Do you mind if I take this? Like I said, it's yours. About time I started getting rid of some of this old junk. Thank you. See you around, Yami. Take care, Daiso. Oh, I hope nothing happens to him. I like him. Alright, let's go back. That's the only place I can go to.